Hello, good morning students. So welcome back. First of all, happy Krishna Janmashtami. Enjoy the festival of Dahi Kala. But keep yourself safe and then enjoy. But we cannot let apart our studies. So let us continue. Now last time we have studied some changes which can be reversed and some changes which cannot be reversed. So we call them as reversible changes and irreversible changes. Now could there be other ways to bring the change? So let us find out. Now we know that the tools which are used to dig the soil, they have got iron blade fixed to the wooden handle. Now that iron blade has a ring in which the wooden handle is fixed. Okay, so you can see here these pictures I have shown. Okay, this is the wooden handle and this is the metallic blade, and here you can see my cursor where it is. Okay, so this is the metallic ring, okay, of that metallic blade, and so this ring is normally smaller than that of the wooden handle. So how to fix the handle? That is the question. So what can we do? Hit the ring. Okay, so when you hit the ring, it becomes slightly larger in size. That means it expands, and thus the handle can be fitted easily in the ring. Allow the ring to cool down. So when it cools down, it contracts, and thus the handle fits tightly. Okay, or the ring fits tightly onto the handle. Okay, so thus a phenomenon in which a substance expands, due to which its shape changes, is called expansion, and the phenomenon in which a substance shrinks, that is, its surface area as well as the shape decreases, is called contraction. Dear students, these definitions of expansion and contraction are not there in book. I hope you will write down them in your notebook. Okay, this is just additional information for you. Now, similarly, we can use this change for fixing the metal rim on a wooden wheel of a cart as shown in the figure. You can see here in the figure, you can see my cursor. Okay, there is a metallic ring fitted over here. Okay, so this is the metallic ring which is fitted over here. Now actually the size of this metallic ring is smaller as compared to the wooden wheel. So how to fix it? Again the same phenomenon. So what it is done, we hit the rim so that it expands, and then it fits easily onto the wheel. And then what is done? Cold water is poured over the rim. So it contracts, and thus it fits tightly onto the wheel. Okay, so this is one type of change we can bring due to contraction and expansion. Now, we have also seen that when we heat water in a pan, what happens? Yes, exactly. It begins to boil after some time. And this water changes into its vapor, and the quantity of water in the pan decreases. So if we cool this water vapor, it gets changed into liquid water. Oh yes, this we have studied in the last topic, isn't it? Yes, exactly. Similarly, ice, it melts when it is heated and it changes into liquid water. On the other hand, if we cool liquid water, it changes to ice. Now what type of changes these are? Exactly, these are examples of reversible changes, right? Again, you can see when you can say that when we heat water, it will expand, no doubt about it, and then it will get converted into water vapor, and when you cool it, so again contraction and expansion is also there. Okay, so no doubt we are supplying heat. Okay, heating and cooling, that is the phenomenon which is observed here. So that heating and cooling phenomenon can be used for bringing about the change. Okay, now Bujo has often noticed that road construction workers heat a black material that is called as the tar for repairing a road. He wants to know whether the change caused in the tar by heating can be reversed. Yes, the change caused in the tar by heating can be reversed. When tar is heated, it changes into liquid tar. And when this liquid tar is cooled, it changes into solid tar, not star, solid tar. Okay, and thus we can repair the roads. Okay, so again it is an example where the change can be reversed. Yes. Now, Paheli wants to know if you have ever seen a blacksmith making some tools. How does a blacksmith change a piece of iron into different tools? A piece of iron is heated till it becomes red hot. Then what happens? It becomes soft when it becomes red hot, and thus it is beaten into a desired shape. Yes. Now what change has taken place in iron on being heated? So what happened when we heated iron till it becomes red hot? It becomes soft, and thus we can change it into different tools. On cooling, it again becomes hard. Thus, this is a reversible change. Okay. Now, there is one activity. Activity 7. You have to take a small candle, measure its length. Okay, you can do this at home. Fix it at a suitable place and light it. Allow it to burn for some time and then blow out the candle. And after that, measure its length again. Can the change in the length of the candle be reversed? ऐसा होता तो कितना अच्छा होता ना. Candle कभी खत्म ही नहीं होती if it was reversed, but we cannot, right? Yes, no, the change in the length of the candle cannot be reversed because this is, yes, exactly, irreversible change. Now take some wax in a pan and heat it. Allow it to cool. When we heat it, what will happen? It will liquidify. And when it is cooled, again it changes to solid. Now this example is an example of, yes, reversible change. Okay, so my friend is going to show you the activity. So first he will light the candle, and then now here I am not going to measure the length of the candle. Just I am going to show how it reduces in size. Okay, and then I am going to show the heating of wax also. So first he will light the candles. Okay, so let us see what happens. Okay, so we are going to see that. So he is lighting the candle. Okay, so let us allow it to burn for some time. You can see it will start melting. Now you can see here in the dish that it has started melting, okay, and wax it will get collected on the dish, and so the size will change. If you burn it for some time, the size of the candle will definitely change. Okay, this was a very long candle. Now by continuous use, the size has changed. Okay, now you can see here the wax collected in the dish, molten wax. Okay, so that what happens when we'll burn candle, some of the wax will be used for burning, while the wax below the candle where it is lighted, due to heat, it will melt. Okay, and you can see it gets collected, and so the size goes on decreasing. You can see here melted wax. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to heat. Okay, you can do this activity at home. So we can heat it and see what happens. So this is the solid wax I have got. I am heating that. So you can see it is liquidified. Okay, and if you allow it to cool for some time, so this is liquid form. Okay, so it is liquefied. Okay, now if you allow it to cool for some time, see, let us see what happens. I am trying to cool it. Okay, you can see it has been solidified. Okay, so the wax which was melted, again it solidifies. So this is an example of reversible change, but burning of candle is irreversible. Now next activity, the above activity we are going to repeat it with the help of incense stick. We are going to light the incense stick and wait till it burns away completely. Now here we are not going to wait till it burns away completely. Okay, just I will show you lighting of that incense stick. Okay, and then let us see what happens. Okay, now so let us see the burning of incense stick. Just a minute. So here is the incense stick. He is going to light it. Okay, meanwhile this burning of matchstick, what type of change it is? Yes, it is irreversible change. Can you get your matchstick back? No. Now you can see this incense stick has been lighted. It has started burning. You can see the gases coming out. Yes, how we come to know? From the fragrance. Yes, wow, nice smell. Yes, okay. Now this continues to burn, and if you continue burning, after some time you will find here ash falling down. Okay, and the gases are formed. But can you combine this ash and gases to form the incense stick again? No. So this is an example of Yes, irreversible change. This is an example of irreversible change, and you can see ash getting collected here at the burning part. Okay, so if I allow it to fall down, you can see some part of ash has fallen down. Okay, right, so this is the ash which is fallen down. Okay, now let us come back to our part. Now, so these examples, they are examples of reversible changes. Okay, so incense stick, it burns to form the ash and some gases. We can sense these gases from the pleasant smell. Can we reverse this change? No. Some change also took place in the matchstick that was used for lighting candle or incense stick. But we cannot reverse this change also. So these are examples of irreversible changes. Now, so far whatever we have discussed, the changes occurring in the given object or material. But what about the changes that occur when two substances are mixed together? So what happens when we mix two substances? For example, we dissolve salt in water. Definitely a change takes place. Salt dissolves completely in water. Now this change is called dissolution. Can we reverse this change? Yes, definitely. We can reverse it. We can separate salt from its solution. How? By heating it. We have seen that in the last topic. I have shown you, if you remember. Thus, this is also a reversible change. Now, Paheli asks if you have seen curd being set. Have you seen that? Yes. A small quantity of curd, when you add it to warm milk and the milk is stirred, so it is set aside for a few hours at a warm place. After few hours, the milk sets into curd. Can we reverse this change? No. This is irreversible change. Okay. So we have seen that we can bring the change in a substance by heating it or by mixing it with some other substances. We also learned that some changes can be reversed while some changes cannot be reversed. Now the changes which can be reversed are called reversible changes, while the changes which cannot be reversed are called irreversible changes. There are many other ways of changing things around us. Some of these changes, they are reversed, while some of them, they are not reversed. So we can group the changes around us into two groups, as those that can be reversed or cannot be reversed. In higher classes, you will learn more about the ways in which changes can be made and the ways these can be grouped. Now you can see here, when I burnt an incense stick, for example, so when I burnt, so certain chemical change has taken place, so it cannot be reversed. So changes, they are of again two types, chemical changes and physical changes. So that we will study in higher standards, that I am not going to discuss here. Okay, so I believe whatever I have taught till now, you have understood. Read the topic, dear students, and underline the main points and try to remember them. Okay, and try to do these activities at home so that you will enjoy science. Okay, so I'll post the additional questions on the WhatsApp group. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.